Live in the studio, an NLC NEC member, Comrade Isa Aremu. Comrade Aremu, you're welcome to our studio.
Thank you, Hotori. Happy May Day.
Happy May Day.
Yeah, Happy May Day.
Now, can you say in your view that workers have fared well, or are there challenges confronting Nigerian workers?
Well, you are also a worker, so you should be able to say better. But, well, let me put it this way, that it's the struggle for the improvement in the working and living conditions of the workers is a continuous process. Don't forget, and I think I listened to your background story, that it's well over 130 years ago that the American workers, marched on the streets, to demand for 8 hours work. That was in 1886. And that's what led to the day that we're marking today as May Day. It's exactly 37 years now that Nigeria declared May Day. It started in 1981, effectively under Shehu Shagari. Actually, it started from Kano and Kaduna. That time, the PRP government declared May Day. What I'm saying here is that today we take 8 hours work for granted, but that's what it wasn't the case in the past. Workers used to work for endless hours of work. Workers used to die at work. But today, because of the struggle of the labor movement, today we take 8 hours. We have maternity, for women. Now we talk of minimum wage, which means below which workers cannot get, So what I'm saying here is that we've struggled over the years to give to improvement on the conditions of workers. But you will agree with me that we are far from being better off. In nominal terms, 18,000 looks like a big money compared to where we started in 1981. It used to be 120 naira. But naira had value then. The inflation was very low. Nigerian currency was very high. So in nominal terms, we are earning more, so-called 18,000. But in real terms, it doesn't deliver the workers. In fact, as a matter of fact, 18,000 of today is far less than 6,000 of about 5 years ago when we had the minimum wage in place. So what I'm saying here, that's why NSC is on the road now to battle for new minimum wage. And President Muhammad Buhari has already set up the tripartite committee on minimum wage. And I think what is important now is that we should get an agreement out. And we have been told that before the end of the year, there will be new minimum wage in this country. Of course, minimum wage doesn't mean living wage. A living wage will have to now be re-struggles for all the respective unions to improve on it. But what we're talking about minimum is that no workers will earn, beyond certain, salaries that can keep them alive. But of course, let me also add, because since we are talking about whether workers are faring better, you also know that even the existing salaries some states are not paying.
Exactly. Many workers are owed salaries, especially at the state.
And let me tell you this.
What steps have been taken to address this issue?
Yeah, first, I think it's criminal on the part of those state government that are not paying. I call it economicide. Economicide means like it's genocide against the working people, because workers live for salaries. In any case, there are some workers, there are some states that are paying. In Nasarawa, in Plateau State, they call the governor, governor alert, because every month salary has been paid as a when due. So if some states are paying, it's unacceptable. Some state government are not paying.
What steps are being taken to address it?
Yeah, no, the steps include the fact that we've been putting pressure on them. And don't forget, President Muhammad Buhari, was also even scandalized to say that how do these governors sleep when their workers are not being paid? And that's why he had the bailout 1, bailout 2, bailout 3, to bail out the state government. Now, if you take all the states that have not been paid, we've gone on strike on them. We've also made it impossible, for this state government to give any excuse for them to pay. And I think there have been some considerable improvement in those states that are not being paid now. The bottom line I'm saying here is that it's completely unacceptable. It's illegal and criminal for any state government not to say they are not paying. And that's why we call on our workers in those states that they shouldn't work for them. They should rather declare strikes, where it's necessary, and there have been a lot of struggles, in that respect. For instance, Osun State now, effectively, is getting out of non-payment arrangement, because with the intervention fund, with the bailout, they are able to clear a good number of the arrears that they hold.
So, now let's look at this. You are fighting for a better minimum wage for the workers. But some state governments are proposing lesser wage from the demand of the organized labor. Will the union accept this?
The process of negotiation is such that you give your proposal, and you know what our demand is. It's effectively 60,000 naira that we're asking for. Of course, the proposal is different from what we are going to get on the ground. Of course, some employers will also want to propose less. When you say some state governments are proposing less, there are also some state governments that are proposing more.
Which state?
Yes. Oh, a couple of states, I don't think I want to let you lay the card. But what I'm saying is that it's a process of negotiation. But what is clear is that this 18,000 naira cannot stand again. We must get a negotiation that will improve on it considerably. So it's important to refer to those states that are proposing less, but I think it's important to also be mindful that there are some state governments who know that
more.
The best way to motivate workers to produce very well, to drive the economy of any state and the country, is to pay the workers very well.
Thank you very much.
Labor-friendly governors.
Well, we have been interacting with veteran labor leader, Comrade Issa Aremu, on the occasion of May Day celebration.
The fight